Imagine this. You're on a bus, winding through a dense, remote jungle. The air is heavy, the light is dim, and the endless green outside is almost hypnotic. Suddenly, the bus jolts to a stop. Not a gentle slowdown, but a sharp, sudden halt that throws everyone forward. The engine cuts out, and a thick, uneasy silence falls. What's going on? Then a whisper from the front, just one word: snake. You peer through the windshield, and your breath catches in your throat. Stretched across the narrow road is something massive, something alive. It's not a fallen tree or debris. It's a giant snake, its body so thick it looks like a log, blocking the entire path. The bus is trapped. There's nowhere to go. What happens next is a story none of the passengers will ever forget. This wasn't a tourist route. It was a simple, everyday journey for people heading homeworkers, families, locals. The bus was just a small metal box in a world dominated by nature. As the driver had been navigating the winding road, the sudden stop was at first just a curiosity, maybe a deer or a monkey. But this was different. As people craned their necks to see, the shape on the road shifted. Slow, powerful coils of muscle slid across the asphalt. Gasps filled the bus. This was a colossal reptile, longer than the road, was wide and thicker than a person's body. Its dark, patterned scales shimmered in the faint jungle light. Some people froze, their minds struggling to process the sight. Others, shaking, raised their phones, as if needing proof that what they were seeing was real. Was it a python? An anaconda? Whatever it was, everyone knew it was powerful enough to crush bone and take down prey much larger than a human. The road was too narrow to turn around. The jungle on either side was an impenetrable wall of green. The driver, realizing the danger, shut off the engine. In that moment, fear became a physical presence in the bus. Children started crying, clinging to their parents. Hushed whispers turned into frantic prayers. Every single eye was glued to the enormous creature. Then, the unthinkable happened. The snake stopped. Slowly, deliberately, it lifted its head, its massive form tensing. For one heart-stopping moment, it seemed to turn its attention toward the bus. Time stretched, feeling thin and fragile. Every breath inside the bus sounded like a roar. Every tiny movement felt like a gamble. A quiet argument broke out: should they stay put or make a run for it into the unknown jungle? No one dared to even touch the door handle. The snake shifted again. The sound of its heavy coils scraping against the road was soft, but it echoed like a scream in the silent bus. This was it. The peak of terror. If it decided to attack, there was no escape. The bus was just a can and they were all trapped inside. But then, just as suddenly as it began, the tension broke. The snake lowered its head. It turned away from the bus and, with no sign of aggression, began to move toward the edge of the road. It wasn't hunting. It wasn't attacking. As experts would later suggest, it was probably just crossing its territory, perhaps moving to a safer spot or protecting a nearby nest. What appeared to be a monster was simply an animal, following its ancient instincts. In complete, stunned silence, every passenger watched as the massive body slid off the road and into the dense undergrowth. Leaves rustled, branches swayed, and then it was gone. The jungle had swallowed it whole. The driver waited for what felt like an eternity before daring to restart the engine. As the bus slowly rolled forward, it passed over the very spot where the creature had been moments before. The rest of the journey continued in silence, but no one on that bus was the same. They had stared into the face of primal fear and had come away with a profound lesson. In the wild, we are merely guests. And sometimes, the most terrifying encounters are not attacks, but powerful reminders of the respect nature demands. For those passengers, the image of that giant snake on the road would be a memory etched into their minds forever. Thanks for watching. If you found this story as incredible as we did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more amazing true stories. See you next time.